Hi, this is over here. I'm in level 87. This is 3.19, Calandra League, and I'm going to talk about my league starter, how much it costs, how much it took me to get here, and the mechanics that scale it. So, as you can see, I'm currently doing mostly T11 early red maps, so I've already had the reds, yep, it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. I wish I could scale
Just
a bit
need a
more
moment
damage,
to
but
catch my breath.
unfortunately I am limited to a 5 link, or rather 4 link with 1 extra gem from gloves. Altogether, my gear cost maybe about 30 chaos, with the exception of the Death Rush. Death Rush is expensive. This is almost 2 divines, I think, in terms of value. However, it's the only thing of value that I own on my character. The rest of it is kind of cheap and free. So what I did was, when I first started the league, I did Poison Concoction. When I first saw like a lot of the uniques were rare, or rather expensive, hard to find, I kind of tweaked the build a little. I knew I was not going to be able to get some of the core items I needed to get the Blade Vortex build up or rebuild up. So because it's poison, luckily there are a lot of ways to scale it. Poison Concoction is one of the easiest ways to scale poison damage with relatively low cost. So that's what I did. I went Poison Concoction. Eventually, when Wasp Nest dropped to about 3 or 4 chaos, I bought one. It is now at 1, so you can imagine it's quite cheap for you. It will be quite cheap for you. Um, so generally, this is how I path. I pathed into here, got all the poison damage over time nodes, life nodes, chaos multi, uh, aura, evasion, life, suppression, spell suppression, accuracy, more poison, life, more poison. It's a claw node here. I've gone poison here as well, leech here. I've gone life nodes, the resistant ailment, ghost dance, energy shield, damage over time, self suppression, and more auras. I'm gonna go into the chaos one here just for more damage. Uh, as you can see, um, this is relatively simple, it's not too complex. I'm getting a lot of damage from polymath because I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 different masteries, so it's pretty much free. I get a lot of recovery from that as well. And I've gone Heartstopper because even though this isn't so reliable, 5 seconds of 40% less damage from hits is effectively 20% damage reduction overall, just not so reliable, right? So you get 20% hit less damage and 20% DOT less damage, which is about the same as Champions Fortify. The difference is this doesn't actually take out Fortify, and it's not so reliable, and it also covers for DOT. I also have Leaf Shade here, so together with this, DOTs won't usually kill you unless you're stupid enough to run with bleeding. I also have Corrupted Blood Immunity here, so that's cool. Let's talk about damage and scaling for gear. If you're going poison concoction, whatever, the cheapest thing you can use to scale damage is an Embalmer's Economics. So the reason is that it gives you a 5 link on a relatively cheap budget. This is 1 chaos. Right now it was about 2 chaos when I bought it. For linking it, getting the colors you want is great. The next thing I would suggest for scaling is actually Uriel's Fostering. Why? Because when you summon the bestial snakes, you get 20% chance to poison hit with projectile attacks. So this affects poison concoction, it affects spectral helix, and you also get that chaos damage. You get maximum life, and you get a pretty high amount of evasion rating. This is about 2,000 evasion rating and a 353 accuracy rating. So accuracy is very important for tech-based builds, and this will help you solve most or some of the problems. And also for Bestial Snake, because you can add sockets, you can rather add support gems to it. I have Chain, GMP, Culling Strike, and Blind. So this actually supports the snake. I don't have to cast it. It's 81 mana cost. What I do is I unreserve stuff to cast it, but it will usually stay alive because it's like 70k life or something. It's pretty tanky, and it stands behind. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So Euros fostering, and embalmment's all you need for damage. If you're going Poison Concoction, you won't have a weapon. But for me, because War's Nest is now really cheap, and I prefer Spectral Helix compared to Poison Concoction, and you have more sockets, I've gone a Wasp Nest. So with Wasp Nest, so Spectral Helix will be, you get Helix. I've gone Life Tap because I'm too lazy to, Leash works, but just in case, I fucked up some of my button presses. This prevents me from not dying or having a hard time. I have Unbound Ailments as well as added Chaos Damage support. With the Helm, this is actually very good. It's cost effective. I would suggest you get this if you are evasion based, well, even if you're not evasion based character. Not suppression based character, you want something like this. If you can get close to max suppress, you get about 200 life when you suppress spell damage. So this helps you a lot versus multi-hit spells, and there are a whole bunch of them with Arch Nemesis. So this is actually really, really good. The chance to avoid ailments is nice, but I don't have enough of it elsewhere on my character, so I'm actually going Purity of Elements. Yeah, so this is a very good helm, and this is very good for Spectral Helix or Poison's Concoction as a cheap chest armor. I bought this for 2 chaos, and this is really good for just keeping your auras. It gives you maximum life, cannot be frozen, and Core Aegis, so it gives you about 1000 damage for overshield for cold damage. So I have Plague Baron on this, Grace, and Purity Elements, because all these skills benefit a lot from +2 skills gem levels. Yeah, for rares, it just resists life and accuracy. This one's pretty terrible, but I haven't replaced this yet, so that's cool. Resistance, life, and movement speed. This is pretty average food. My build's about 3 chaos. It's not expensive. And all these flowers are like pretty much whatever I picked off the ground. So with the exception of this one particular ring, which is about 2 divines. The divine's now the currency you trade with. With the exception of this particular ring, the rest of it is cheap, and you should be able to replicate it without any problems. So yes. Okay, what else do I have for skills? I have Precision, Clarity, and Vitality here just for fun, because it gives me 8% increased damage for each. I have too many slots, and I don't really know what to put in them. For this one, I have multiple totems, Wither, and Spell Totem support. Arrow Agony is also here, although it doesn't have to be linked to this, but that's cool. I have my damaging skill, which is the Spectral Helix. I think I've shown this to you already. I have Shield Charge, Life Tap, Despair, and Fast Attacks on this. And yeah, I've already shown you the rest. Alright, and that's about it.
Just need a moment
this
to
is helpful for you. Oh yeah, what do I farm with this? Okay, so I'll show you a couple of things I am gunning for in terms of content. So right now, I am going for Delve, Sulfite, which is, Delve. I have this as well for Labyrinth Trials. Reason being is you can no longer get improved offering to the goddess from Harvest, so this will come in handy if you want to do if you do them in your maps. You have the likelihood of getting pretty expensive invitations. Also, because right now the invites are like 3 chaos each, so this is nice to do. And I've gone Expedition as well, because Expedition and logbooks are expensive, and one of the ways people are getting their items. I've gone this because Intelligence Gathering is always free. Whatever maps you do, you get 10 intelligence, you can get safe houses fast. It's mostly for levels, unlocks, and for Syndicate. And then I'm going to path all the way here and get the Smuggler's Caches. I've got this as well. So the three things I'm targeting are Delve, Heist, and Expedition. The rest of them I don't really care too much about. Labyrinth is just incidental, and it's nice to have. The rest of it, the others I've been adding for Atlas is just 15% chance to be 1 tier higher, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to make sure I get higher tier maps as I am trying to push my map progression. All in all, it's pretty straightforward. If you want to afford this build, you just do Heist early. Heist drops a lot of chaos. With about 15 to 20 chaos, you should be able to start this build, and then you should be able to push. Alright, that's pretty much it. What else am I going to do? I'm looking to scale this character, obviously. I want to go Blade Vortex, which I can't do at the moment because I don't have Noxious Strikes, which I need. 40% to poison chance as well as poison durations. I also want to go Explosions, so if I can afford an Asanas, that'd be nice. I've already gotten 2 Obliteration ones pretty cheap. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm also considering, if possible, to go a Shield Crush build or Shield Charge build. So I've kept this. I bought this and kept this on the side. And that's all there is to it at the moment. As you can see, I played pretty. I mean, I AFK'd a lot, but just played. And it's about there. So yeah, I play quite a bit. I don't think I played quite a bit compared to my previous leagues. I'm actually taking this quite easy. But yeah. Alright, that's all. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed this, whatever, league style tidbit of information. I'm gonna stop the video and continue playing. Bye.